This is a tutorial for Unit 10, Lesson 1, Plotting Ordered Pairs. So the first thing that we're going to do is take some notes. So make sure you have a piece of paper to take notes on and some key vocabulary words that we'll go through. At any point during this lesson that you need to pause or rewind, just do so. And there'll be parts of it where I ask you to pause and do some work and then unpause it to find the answer. So we're going to go over some vocabulary for coordinate graphing. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw a coordinate plane. So what you see right here is a coordinate plane. So this whole coordinate plane, this whole structure over here is a coordinate plane. We have a lot of other vocabulary words we're going to write around it, so don't write that too close to it. And like I said, at any time that you need to get caught up, just pause it, but you do need these vocabularies written down. So let's go ahead and number our coordinate plane. So right here at the bottom, we're going to put a 0, and then we're going to go 1, and we're going to number it on the lines. Often your coordinate planes will already be numbered, but sometimes you'll have to number them yourself. And then we number it going up on the lines. If you have graph paper, that probably would make this easier. All right, now this 0 is the origin. That's what we call this. That's where you always begin. So we call it the origin because the origin of something is where it started. So this is where you always start when you're graphing ordered pairs. All right. And then, okay, oh, there we go. Now, over here, you're going to write an X. And then up here at the top arrow, you're going to go write a Y. Because this line down here, that is our X axes. And then this line going vertical is our Y axes. So our horizontal line is our X axes. Our vertical line is our Y axes. All right, so off to the side, we're going to write an ordered pair. So off to the side, we're going to put a parentheses. We're going to put in a 3 and then a 5. That's the ordered pair I'm just choosing to do. So this first number is always called the X coordinate. X coordinate because we go onto the X axis for that. X coordinate. And this second number is always the Y coordinate. And it's always in order, it's alphabetical, X and Y. X coordinate, Y coordinate. All right, together, they are called an ordered pair. So if I say plot the ordered pair or write an ordered pair, that's what you are doing. So I'm going to squeeze this in here. This is called an ordered pair. So sometimes we'll give you an ordered pair and you have to plot them on the coordinate plane. So if you always go over first, X, and then up, Y. Okay, so it always goes X, Y, over, up, over, up. So if we're going to do 3, 5, we're going to go over 3, so we always start at the origin. We're going to go over 3, so I'm moving my finger over to the 3 on the X-axis, and then we're going to go up 5. So I'm going to go up 5, and I'm going to plot my point. So that is over 3, up 5, because my ordered pair was 3, 5. So that is called a coordinate point. I gave you an ordered pair, and you plotted it by going over 3, up 5, because that's X and Y. This is our X axis, and our y-axes. Sometimes I will give you a point and you have to tell me the ordered pair. So in this case, I gave you the ordered pair and you had to plot the coordinate point. But let's say I put one right here. I put a coordinate point there and you have to tell me what is the ordered pair. So we're going to get our parentheses ready. You always want to write your ordered pairs in parentheses with a comma in between. So you always go over and up. So this coordinate point is over 6 and up 3. So that's 6, 3. Sometimes I see kids drawing lines in like this. You don't want to do that. You can kind of trace it so you see it, but it's over 6, up 3. Sometimes you will see a point on the actual axes. Like let's say I put a point right here. Start at the origin, start at your 0. How many did I go over? I went over 0 and I went up 5. So over 0, up 5. Or if I had one down here, okay, I forgot to write this one in, 6, 3. This one was 6, 3. All right, let's say I put one right there. That's where my coordinate point is, and I say what is the ordered pair for that? It's over 9, up 0, because I didn't go up any. All right? So that is a quick overview with a lot of important vocabulary that you need to know. So now let's practice some. And like I said, at any point that you need to pause or rewind, do so. But you do need to make sure that you have this vocabulary written down. All right. So on this one, it says, what is the point shown on the graph? So we're looking at this point right here. And it says, what is the point? So we go over and then up. So I see this one is counting by 4s because sometimes it'll count by something else other than 1s, depending on how large of a number it needs. But it always counts by the same increments, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28. You wouldn't see 4 and then 5 and then 12. It's going to count by the same number. And then going up, it counts by 5, 5, 10, 15, 20. So we're going to go get ready to write it. Now remember, we always go over for our x-axis and up for our y. So we're going to go over 12 and up to 40. So the ordered pair for that point is 12, 40. Okay, now this one, they're giving you the ordered pair. So before I do this, I want you just to trace with your fingers and see where you think it would go. All right, this is also your structured guided practice. So if you want to pause this right now and do your structured guided practice and then check your work, that would be a good idea as well. So go ahead, why don't you do that? Go ahead and pause it, do it in your structured guided practice, and then unpause it and check it. Okay, so we have 6, 4. The 6 is our x, the y, the 4 is our y, so we're going to go over 6, up 4, so you should have plotted your point right there. Okay, this is also in your structured guided practice, so you're going to, in a moment, pause it and write down the ordered pair that is this dot, this blue dot. Okay, so on this one, we went over 4 and up 6. So the ordered pair is 4, 6. Always make sure that you go over first and then up. Okay, right now you have your final check for understanding. You have numbers 1 and 2, and I want you to complete both of those, and then you can unpause it and check your answers. So go ahead and pause it now, complete final check, and then check your answers. All right, for 3, 3, we're going to go over 3 and up 3. So over 3 and up 3, and that's exactly where we plot our point. And then this one, we need to tell what the point is. We always put our parentheses and our comma. So on this one, you're going to go, we go over first and then up. So it's over 6 and it's up 7. And so the coordinate pair on this one is 6, 7. And that is a quick lesson on plotting ordered pairs.